Let's lighten the load to make this car faster. So we're going to be talking about lowering the weight of our Tune Class racer. So let's get our open class cars out of the way. Let's take a look at Panda Bear. This is my Panda Bear racer. I usually run it with alkaline batteries. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some methods for reducing the weight. So first things first, we're going to replace the alkaline batteries that I normally use. So here, the Rayovac high energy batteries. These are my tried and true batteries. I love them. They've done very well for me so far, so I'm going to replace them with these pink Fujitsus. You can also use Neo-Champ batteries, so just make sure they're set in the right polarity. Now we get 12 grams less weight, but this might be a little too light. So what can we do to make this a little bit heavier? So we've got some considerations here. We want to try to mimic that weight that we had with these Rayovacs more towards the center of the car. So trying to add the weights in the front and the rear, you can do that, but that kind of like messes with the overall balance of the car. When previously you had a totally awesome stable car with heavier batteries in the center, you want to try to focus on the center of the vehicle rather than on the outsides, the front and rear. Well, you can countersink holes here and here, and maybe do something underneath here. There's enough space here underneath these holes on the side. You can countersink from the top and then place the weights underneath the plate. I think it's better to just focus on the center, make things a bit easier. So what you can do first is if you feel that the back of the car is a little imbalanced, if it's a little too light, if it just goes up a little bit in the rear, then you can add a heavier body catch. So this body catch that I'm using is from MA Chassis, and I feel that the MA Chassis body catches provide very strong and stable body catches. Here are the two lighter ones right here. This is a Super 2 body catch, and this one here is from one of the older Super 2s. No, wait, this is a VS, and this is a Super 2. So these are actually lighter. Instead of 0.7 grams, this is 0.4, and this is 0.3 grams. If you want a little bit heavier, you go with this one, which is the AR Chassis body catch, and this weighs 1 gram total, so you get 0.3 grams more by using just this alone. So if you want to try different body catches, you can. I don't really recommend the VS or the Super 2 chassis body catches. They're very light, they're very fragile, and more often than not, this is going to shake loose at some point, especially if you're going over big jumps. So try to avoid those. The MA body catch is the best overall performer. So we open this up and we take a look at the underside. Let's take a look at the underside of this. We see here that the animal is right here in the center. So ideally, here's a hole here. We can add some weight here. So what I have here is a 3 gram weight. You have this brick of weights. It's like a brick that you can basically crack off pieces of weights, lead weights on there. And Tamiya sells these. And so you've got a 2 gram weight here. You've got a 3 gram weight here. For the sake of this video, let's try a 3 gram weight. And so we reduced it by 12 grams by changing out our alkaline batteries to pink Fujitsus, but now we're going to add 3 grams of weight to the center of the chassis by basically using this hole right here. You see this hole where the steering wheel is? That's where Panda Bear sits right there. So if you just add some weight right here, you're going to add 3 grams back. So now we have a 9 gram overall reduction. So how do we secure this in place? Here is our little hex nut. We just placed in that hole right there, and we find a screw that's long enough, but not too long, that will fit in place. So I think this is you can see right here from this ruler, you can see how long it is. It's almost 1/4 of an inch. So this is the type of screw that you're going to need to use, something about 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to start this in place right here. We're going to just attach this right onto the hex nut, and we'll continue driving it through the weight and down into the screw hole that's part of the steering wheel on our animal racer. So let's try that. So here we go. We started the screw in place, and I am screwing this through. And now let's attach this to our animal on the top. So let's see, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so it's a little loose here, and part of that is because it's not a true screw hole that we've popped this in place in. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape it down. Just take a strip of tape and just cover it up right here, secure it in place. Now, pop this back in place, attach our body catch, and we're done. So now we've effectively reduced the weight of this by 9 grams, making this a very competitive car. So here you see the weight is mounted right underneath the steering wheel. So yes, that's one way to make your car lighter and thereby faster. So if you like this video, everybody, please slam the like button, subscribe to my channel. You'll see more videos just like this one. Until next time, everybody, see you. Bye.